welcome back to the YouTube channel for another how-to video on BMX bikes. Hopefully you've learned plenty of tricks so far watching the other videos, and today you've come here to learn how to do a hand plant. So we are at my old local skate park where I have spent hours and hours, countless days and nights here learning tricks. So it's only right that I come here and teach you guys how to learn tricks too. So as you can see here, we've got quite a big quarter pipe here that's near on vertical, which makes it ideal to do hand plants, because then that gives you the clearance on your bike. You can push away from the ramp just enough so you can get your hand in there, do a press up on the ramp and push away and land that beast, you know what I'm saying? So that is what we're going to be learning how to do hand plants on. If you don't have a vert ramp in your local park, or you can't get to access, it is doable on non-vert ramps. Like, it's just harder. So all the tips I explained to you in this video, just exaggerate it a bit more when it comes to doing it on like a non-vert ramp. So a key element to this trick on doing a hand plant, it is very easy to get carried away and get your speed up too much. I would say start not too low, but if you've got a vert ramp, start where it starts to go vert and then build your way up. Like, it's very easy to overdo it and then you realize, oh, don't actually need that much speed, because you've got to remember you're popping away from the ramp before you hit the coping, because your arms up here and your wheels are down there, so you actually pop lower than you might think you do. So watch the demonstrations on what I do, and obviously as you can see, as my shoulders are sort of level with the coping, that's when I pop away from the ramp, so I know that my arm is going to be straight out. I haven't got to reach too far. What you need to remember when you're doing the hand plant, obviously the more vertical the ramp is, the easier the trick becomes, because you don't have to be so aggressive with the pop. But if you don't have a vert ramp, then just be a bit more aggressive in your pop. So as you can see in this ramp, when we're going into it, we want to be sort of halfway up the ramp before we start getting into the pop, and by doing so you're almost popping off the front wheel like that, in that kind of motion. So you're dropping your inside shoulder towards the ramp as your arm sticks out, and by doing that you're already at 90 degrees. So then the rest of the 90 degrees comes from the push off. So you come up the ramp, one-handed press up like a boss. I'll be very impressed if you can actually do more than one press up while you're in the hand plant. If you can, tag me on Instagram, I'd love to see it. So anyway, back to business. So you come up the ramp, you've dropped your inside shoulder, your back leg has kicked your bike away from the ramp, and you are literally in this position. You then compress a little bit, push off, and as you push off, that gives you the rest of your rotation, and it also helps you spot your landing. And that is how you do a hand plant. Remember, throughout the whole trick, you want to keep your eyes focused on your bars. Your hand, you can see in your peripheral vision. Don't worry about that. That's gonna be planted into the ramp, so that's going nowhere. Keep your eyes on the bars, because you don't want them turning. You want to keep them straight, and by doing so, you hold your upper body, you know, nice and rigid, nice and strong. So when you're in the hand plant, nothing's moving. Your rear legs kicked your bike away, and you push off. Once you've pushed off, that gives you the rest of the rotation. You've caught, as soon as you push off, this hand, the hand plant hand, wants to find the grip immediately, and then you've rode away and you just landed a hand plant. Yes, then let's go. You're coming up straight and you're popping off the front wheel, and by doing that you're leaning your head and shoulders towards the ramp, and your hips and your legs are away. So hence why I go in my opposite direction, so my back foot can keep the bike away from the ramp whilst my front end of the body is doing the business up here, and I can push away. So don't go too fast, make sure you get that pop right, and the way you want to be popping off the front wheel is through your shoulder, through your arm, in the direction in which way you're doing the hand plant. So your upper body is heading towards the ramp as your lower body wants to be staying away from it, and then it reverses when it comes to landing the trick. So now you're in the hand plant, you push away, you do a press up on the ramp, one-handed press up like a boss, and you're pushing, which will then force you to do that, and by doing that your bottom part of your body is going to then catch transition on the way in. So you've pushed off and your hand wants to immediately find the grip, and then you roll away, and you've just landed yourself a hand plant. And that is literally all it is to it, guys. It's just a little bit daunting when you're first learning the trick, because it doesn't feel natural to be wanting to go towards headbutting the ramp. But trust the process, guys. You won't headbutt the ramp, not at all. And if you find yourself like getting into it and just sliding, it just means that you're not giving it the beans and you're not doing that press up hard enough. You're landing the hand plant and just falling down the ramp. You need to push off the ramp. So yeah, if you find yourself sliding down the ramp, that just is literally a case of you're not pushing off the ramp enough, or your bike hasn't got that clearance away from the ramp to get from being in this position to this position. So again, it's all in the pop. Once you get the pop right, you've got the hand plant. And that, my friends, is how to do a hand plant on a quarter pipe. It is a classic and a militant trick. That's what I'm saying. You're doing a one-handed press up on the ramp. That's what I'm saying. Get out there, go try yourself some hand plants. Obviously, if you don't have a vert ramp like this, you know, you can try it on a big quarter, but exaggerate the movements that I've shown you in this video. So a short and sweet one, guys. The hand plant, there really isn't that much to it. It's just figuring out the pop, and once you get that, you'll be laughing, trust me. So again, guys, thanks for coming back to watch another video on how to do BMX tricks on the BMX bike. We're at my old local, where it holds a special place in my heart, and just like you guys, you hit that subscribe button, you hold a special place in my heart as well. Let's grow this community. Just like every trick in the book, guys, it takes practice, so don't get disheartened if it doesn't come straight away. I guarantee you it is literally a case of figuring out the correct amount of pop that you need to get into the hand plant. And obviously remember, it's a press up action, so get hench. We're gonna get one arm hench doing this trick. So yeah, cheers guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and you know, hit that notifications for next Tuesday when I drop another how-to video on BMX bikes. Hopefully this, guys, is helping you learn new tricks in 2023. And if you can do the hand plant and there's tips and tricks that you figured out along the way, leave them in the comments below so others can read it. And yeah, we're all just building each other up, which is what I'm talking about. So cheers guys, keep it full send. I'll see you in the next one. Let's go.